Hi guys, it's Kristina from Fitworxs here, and we're going to do another 30-minute Pilates session today. What we are going to be focusing on is a more intermediate to advanced class, and we're going to try to do a little bit more focus on our abdominal wall today. Okay, so although we're going to be taking it into full body, please do expect a little bit of an abdominal burn. And it's really important that you hold your neutral position during some of these exercises. So when I really ask you to focus on your neutral, we're looking to be able to maintain the lumbar curve, that lower back curve, without changing it and pulling us onto that stretch. Okay, so if you feel your lower back starting to arch, just stop that exercise and take it back a level, or give yourself a quick rest. We're going to go for a toe to top warm up today, and then we're going to move straight on to doing some nice hardcore exercises for our abdominal area. So if we get you start with your feet close together, so you can turn them out, little Charlie Chaplin, and then turn the heels out as well. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, and again as we come up onto our heels, lowering those heels down, and again back up onto the toes, the weight down, and then just rock the weight back to our heels. So it's going to be rocking forward and backwards a couple of times. If you feel comfortable to lift your toes when the heels are on the floor, please do so. Now's the time to start thinking about our centre, so making sure that we can engage that lower area in between our belly button and our pubic bone, keeping that nice lower back position in your neutral as your beginner's Pilates or physiotherapist has taught you in the past. I'm going to go into a knee bend for our next exercise. So moving on from the ankles, starting to bring in those knees and those hips. Breathing out on the way down, breathing in on the way up. And just keep that rhythm nice and gentle. Listen, if you don't want to put that breath in to start off with, and just go through some movements, as long as you keep your breathing natural, no problems. At the bottom of this one, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. So we can take those feet out to turn the toes out and then turn the heels out to meet it. Little quarter turn on those toes before we sink down again into some wider kneed squats. Try to get your bottom to the same height as your knees, and really try to focus on lifting that pelvic floor up to the ceiling. Now again, just making sure the lower back stays lovely and neutral, floating the hands to shoulder height in between. Just help counterbalance you slightly. And again at the bottom, hold, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently up. Bring those feet back together and for me, please. I'm just going to work on a little bit of balance, starting to work on that hip. So take your hands up to shoulder height. We're going to bend those elbows and just keep them there at 90 degrees. We're going to float that left knee up, tabletop, and just stretch that leg out in front of you, bending it back there. Breathe out to stretch, breathe in to return. Just keep on going with that movement. If you feel comfortable, open the hands as you stretch, come back together again. So a little open book with the arms, stretching the front of that chest out. Last one, big stretch, keep the arms there, swap the feet. Just gently float the knee up, hold, catch your breath, breathe out to stretch, breathe in to come back. And again, we're going to really open through that chest for 5 more. If you feel yourself wobbling, just go at a different speed. If you need to, bring your hands onto your hips and just work on that leg extension. Try to keep your knee up at hip height. Rest down in between. Turn the toes out, turn the heels out. Half a turn on the toes, half a turn on the heels. Hands on the hips if they aren't already. And just soften the knees when you're in that position. Keeping the upper body straight, rock the weight across that left foot and straighten out the right. So you'll notice my hips are still level, My torso is still tall. Now, without moving that torso at all, set the centre and toe lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the toe heel, soften the knees, scooch the weight across to the other side. Point that left leg. Setting the centre. 10, 9. Lovely and tall through that body. Setting the centre. Neutral arch. 2, 1. Back through the middle and straighten up on those knees. Come back to hip distance apart. Oh, got a rolled mat. Mermaid stretch for us, please, guys. So bend the knees just a little, side bend, and then reach up to the ceiling, having a look into that stretch, and breathe in as you reach that hand to the ceiling, breathing out to come back down again. Breathe in across to the other side, breathe out. Now don't forget the knee bend. It should allow you to get a little bit further into that side stretch. So just starting to move through that lateral flexion of your spine, breathing out, breathing in to reach. Let me go for 2 more, 1 more on each side. Big breath in. Fantastic. And then shoulder roll. 4, 3, just neutral breathing. 2 and 1. 2 full arm circles. 4, 3, 2 with a heel lift. 2 and 1. And this time, we're just going to relax the arms down by our sides. Going to look over one shoulder, look over the other. Back to the first shoulder, hold it there. Breathe in, pull the opposite shoulder back. Breathe out to relax. Turn the head, other way. Breathe in, pull the opposite shoulder back. Increasing that stretch, 1 more on each side. Turn, breath in, pull the shoulder, drop to relax, last one. Head, shoulder on the breath in, breathe out to relax. And just drop the chin down to the chest. Look to the left side of your mat, look to the right side of your mat. 2 more, 1, 2, and look to the floor. Continue to roll down, so shoulders roll. Sink all the way to the floor, stretch through the back, bend the knees if you need to. Interlace the fingers, turn your palms down at the bottom. Now let's start to roll up through that spine. Look at your hands, guys. Keep looking at your hands. When your lower back is straight, float the hands up. Keep on looking at those hands, guys. Breathe in deeply as you look up and over, up to the ceiling. Breathing out to rest. All the way, head, shoulders into that roll down. All the way to the floor. Grab the elbows if you can. Let the head drop. Sinking through. Breathe in and out 1 more time. Stay down there. Release the hands. Interlace the fingers. Palms to the floor. Looking down. Start the roll up. Looking at those fingertips. When the lower back straightens, start to rise those hands. Keep on looking at the hands all the way to the top. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Circle. Full body warm up. Let's go to the floor. Okay. Hip distance apart feet. Beautifully tall through that shoulder. And then chin to the chest. Shoulders come down. Sinking through 1 vertebra at a time. Drop to the knees. Walk the hands forward. Okay, we're going to go into a little plank position now, guys. So let's take the hands out in front of you. Keep your bottom back. Just going to float the knees off the floor. Push the weight forward into that plank position and hold. And we're just going to take one leg up to a nice straight line, in line with the rest of the body. Don't let that bottom start to rise up. Keep everything flat and down. And the other leg, hold. Breath in, breath out. Just stay there for a second and down. Now alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, on a breath, you're looking for your pelvis to stay flat. That's where your abdominals are going to work really, really hard. If your lower back arches, you've lost your abdominal connection. Keep your ribs up to the ceiling, guys. One more to each side. And then knees down, sit back, little rest. Rest those heads down. Completely rest while you're in that position, please, guys. And then we're going to go straight back again, straight back. Okay, this time we're going to go for a downward dog. Okay, so tuck the toes under, take the hands forward a little bit and wider a little bit than your normal hip distance apart position. We're going to go through downward dog to upward dog. So a bit more yoga. We want a little bit more control through that lower back. So on the next breath out, straighten the knees, lift the bottom, drop the head. Okay, hold it there, guys. Just feel comfortable in that position. Sink the chest down. If you feel comfortable to put the heels down, please do so. But what we're going to do is we're going to drop down through a full plank, drop the bottom, pull the shoulders back and look forward, not up, just forward. Breathe in to hold it there. Squeeze your bum, gently, full plank, then into our downward dog. Okay, a little harder this time. As we go through the plank, we're going to bend those elbows and then push up to the upward dog. And again, looking forward, shoulders back, bum cheek squeeze. Through the plank, into the downward dog. Breath in, breath out to hold. One more time. To the plank. Elbows close to the body. Drop. Hold. Just hold there for a second before you push up. Lift out of that neck, out of those shoulders. Breath in, breath out to hold it here. And again, gently through the plank to the downward dog. And again, knees to the floor, toes relaxed. Quick stretch. Okay, guys, so we're having a little drinks break now. Just making sure you're feeling okay. Make sure those wrists are okay. Ready for a little bit more dynamic work on that tummy. Okay, so we're going to spin our legs round. We're going to come into the middle of our mat if you've got one. And to start off with, we're going to have a pillow under our head. So I've got a Pilates soft ball. You can use whatever you want, anything that's comfortable for you. We're going to lower ourselves down, head on that ball. And again, just bring our heels into our bottom for our crook line Pilates neutral pose. We're going to do a little bit of an old school exercise here called a dead bug, okay? It might be a little variation on a one leg stretch or a double leg stretch as you know it, but we're going to go for that lovely control through our abdominals. So, double leg tabletop, one at a time. Legs stretched up in the air. We're going to really try and keep those knees straight, please, guys. And then we're going to come up, arms in the air. So we're a dead bug, okay? We're going to let one leg straight, lower to the floor, and the other arm drops straight behind us. And then bring them back up again. We're going to breathe out to drop the other arm and leg, and breathe in to bring it back again. We're going to keep on alternating legs. Now use the breath. Breathe out to lower, breathe in to come up. Reasons, because as you breathe out, I really want you to push your bra strap or where you wear a heart rate monitor right down into the floor, okay? So you're really pressing your rib cage down as you breathe out. It will protect the lower back and really get those abdominals working. Alrighty, hold it there for me, guys. We're going to go for 2 arms, 1 leg. So breathing in to prepare, breathing out. 2 arms, 1 leg, lift. 2 arms, 1 leg, lift. Breathing out, breathing in. Your abdominals should already be working relatively hard. If you've got a beautiful rib cage pressure, it should actually hurt just a little bit. It certainly is on me. We're going to do 2 more. Just keep going. Breathing out, breathing in, and knee hug. A little quick roll in and out. We really want to feel all that work on the front of our tummies. If you're feeling anything in the lower back, please rethink doing this next set of exercises, okay? It's quite a lot of pressure through the lower back. And you know my background, guys, sport rehab, strength conditioning. I do not want to be making you hurt by doing Pilates. which should be great for lower back pain. Okay, so really think on that. We're going to now isolate the upper body. So block away, ball away, interlace the fingers, hands behind the head. Float the shoulders up, down, float the shoulders down and the elbows up just into your peripheral vision. Lengthen the back of the neck, and we're going to simply bring the chin to the chest and roll the breastbone towards our knees for a little ab prep and down again. Breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Now, really simple movement. It's a very small movement, and you might think, I do sit-ups normally for my abs. Well, sit-ups will make your hip flexors work. We want your abs to work. So we're really drawing the ribs down to the pubic bone and then lifting the rib cage. So we're softening the rib cage down, lifting the rib cage up, breathing out, breathing in. And really focus on that movement. I mean, I'm doing that movement with my hand. You're not. Both of your hands are behind your head, breathing in and breathing out. Nice and gently. Hold it there. We're doing little rounds now. We do 8 fully up and down, 8 halfway, 8 pulses. Are you ready? Let's go. Breathing in to prepare. All the way up, all the way down. 8, 7, 6. Keep going, guys. 5, 4. Now the base of your shoulder blades should always be on the floor. You do not want to take those shoulder blades up too high. Keep the lower back neutral. Don't squash it down. And lower halfway. 7, 6. See how high I'm going. All the way up, halfway down. 5, 4. My tummy's burning. 3, 2, and pulse. It's all in the ribs, guys. Ribs. Up, down, up, down. Okay, good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stretch the legs out. Stretch the arms behind you. Little pencil stretch. Breathe in. Lift that rib cage up to the ceiling. Stretch out. You should almost feel that kind of itchiness directly underneath your rib cage into your abdominal muscles right now. It should be an absolute killer. We're going to keep on going in that position though. I did promise you a harder set today, so let's keep on going. Well, we're going to do an oblique set this time. So just start working into those sides a little bit more, okay? You can choose to do it the legs too on this one. I'm going to, but please feel free to keep those feet on the floor. So one leg at a time, we're going to come into single and then double leg tabletop, okay? Make sure we're at a lovely 90-degree angle, knees over hips. Interlace those fingers back again, behind the head, elbows lifted. This time, curl up and just roll your shoulder across to the other hip. Not the elbow, the shoulder. As the opposite leg stretches 45 degrees. And just bring it back all the way to the floor. Breathing out to the other side. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out. Don't put the head all the way down for a little bit more workload. Breathing out, breathing in. And we're going to keep on going now. I'm going to keep on going until we get a little bit of a burn. Now, if I'm doing it properly and I'm getting a burn, and I'm quite good at this, you should really be getting a burn. All the way across and down. Lead with the shoulder, not with the elbow. This is not the 1980s. We're not Mr. Motivator. Really open the chest and down. Let's go for 3, 2, don't move the hips. 1, relax the head, one leg down at a time. Stretch the legs, stretch the arms. Woo, hold ourselves there and just let it rest for a sec. You know, you're really going to want a little bit more of a relax on this one, guys. Don't feel pressure to do too much. Okie dokes. Now, ready for the next set? Haven't got too far to go. We're going to stay down here. Last thing on our backs, okay? Going to go for some double leg drops. Again, any disc issues, any lower back pain, do not go here. You must be able to control your lower back, okay? Hands by your sides. Do not cheat and put your hands under your bum. Do not do that, not on my watch. Okay, arms long by our sides. Double leg tabletop. 1, 2. Stretch legs all the way up. Neutral lower back. Don't be lifting yourself. That's cheating. Find that small space under your lower back and stay there. Now, We're going to breathe in. We're going to really use that breath. Breathe out to lower. Breathe in to raise. Now, my shoulders down, okay? If your shoulders are swinging forward and swinging back, stop there. Breathe out. Breathe in. It should only be the legs. All of your life savings are under your shoulder blades. Keep them glued to the floor. Come on, guys. 2 more. Breathing out. Breathing in. Jolt, 1 full up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Knees locked. Toes pointed. And knee hug. Woo! Okay, fantastic, guys. Alrighty. We've still got 10 minutes left, okay? So let's pace ourselves a little bit more. Alrighty. We're going to roll onto our side. Woo, we're going to lift up. We're going to flip our pats across one shoulder and go for some side bends. So we're going to go to side bend level 2 to begin with. Spread the fingers out in line with our bottom and our feet. Okay. Slide the knees back slightly. Taking the feet back as well, that's fine. Think about the rib cage. Lift it up away from that mat. See how much more room I've got under that shoulder now. Really lift up. You want to keep that height. In between each repetition, keep that height. Start the arm long. Shoulders back. Look like a snob, guys. I own Pilates. Okay, shoulders back. Breath in. Breathe out. Knees up. No, hips up. Arm up. Hold. Breath in. Breathe out, down. Should be easy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. A little faster now. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in to lower. Simple, right? Breathing out. Breathing in. Let's take it further. Breathe out, hold. Stretch the top leg. Hold that body. Hold that ribcage high. 10 leg lifts. 10, 9. Do not drop that bottom hip. Keep that bottom hip as high as you can take it. 5, 4, 3, 2, signs in the way. 1. Bend the knee. We're not quite finished yet. Clams. 10, level 1. 9, 8. Keep the shoulders up. Ribs up. 6, 5. Don't turn that hip. Keep it forward. Keep that top hip pointing forward. Keep that bottom bum cheek away from the floor. 3, arm up. 2, reach for the ceiling. 1, and, oh my goodness, relax. Spin those legs around, guys. Spin those legs around. Arm outstretched. Feet in line. Then take the knees back slightly. That's good. Lift the ribs. Create that space. Arm long. Breath in. Breath out, lift. Breath in, hold. Breath out, down. Set the tone. Breath in. Breath in. Now you've really got to work on that tummy tight, neutral pelvis a little quicker. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in to lower. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe in. Knees together. Last one. Stay up there. Hold. Stretch that top leg. 10 lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Kick in this bicycle. 5, 4, 3, 2. I think I missed one. 1 again. Bend the knee. Feet together. Clams. Level 1. 10, 9. Don't move that top hip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently, gently, gently down. Fantastic. We're going back to the original side now. Still haven't quite finished with this exercise. We're going for level 3. Now, in the advanced 5 minutes, little 5-minute class we did recently, this is in there. It's quite a big movement now, guys. So, side bend level 2 start position. Top knee opens. Top foot goes on the floor and hooks into the ankle on that bottom foot. Now pause it if you need to have a practice. Have a quick look at what my foot's doing. Arm long on top of that top knee. And again, we're going to turn that chest, lifting the rib cage again, coming out of the shoulder, creating that lovely space. We're going to come up to a full side plank. So breathe in and really set that center as you breathe out and pull those knees together. Really squeeze those inner thighs lifting the arm up to the ceiling, and again, gently down. It is now, guys, a diagonal movement up, but also a diagonal movement down. I really want your bum to go back to next to your heels. So try that. Take yourself up, diagonal line, and take your bottom back down towards your heels. Let's do 2 more. All the way up, all the way down. 1 more. All the way up, all the way down. And just help yourself in off that shoulder. Spin those legs round. Make sure the wrists and shoulders are feeling okay. Side bend, level 2, start position. Top knee up and open. Hook yourself in, okay? Top arm long, stretched fingers, turned chest. Breath in. Set that center, breath out. Breath in. And again, we're going to keep through this lovely fluid movement. Now, why is this abs? This is abdominals because if your lower back remains in a beautiful neutral, if your ribs are tucked down towards your pubic bone, and frankly, you can keep your torso still, this is what makes it abdominal, okay? It's working into that center, working into that core. Last one for luck. Breathing out, breathing in. Okay, other hand to help you come back. Fantastic. Now, we're going to roll those wrists round. We're not quite finished on those wrists just yet. Little extra turn as you go. Okay, so we're going to turn ourselves now to a long sit. And we're going to do an exercise called a leg pulling prone. No, a leg pulling supine. My God, my brain today. So, legs are together, feet are together, knees are pointing directly up to the ceiling, and the hands are going to go just behind our bottom. Now, most of your hands will be pointed about 10 to 2. But now you find the position that's right for you on this one, for those hands, for those shoulders. Looking ahead. Now we're going to lift the breastbone and pull those shoulders back. The chin's going to stay looking at that point directly in front of you. It's not going to move. Your gaze isn't going to move. What we're going to do is we're going to lift our hips up with a bum cheek squeeze and then gently lower ourselves down again. Now as we lift and as we lower, my ribs do not flare. I'm not losing my lower back neutral. Got to keep that torso really strong, really straight. All the way up. Breathing in on the way down. 2 more. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one. Breathing out. Breathing in. And quick rest. Now we're going to take that further. I'm going to give you level 2 and level 3. You pick the level that's right for you. And we're going to go for 8 in total. So hands back, please, guys. Remember, start position. Chest is up, shoulders are back, center switched on. As you lift, you hold, you slide a leg in, and you slide a leg out. Next level. Hips stay. Or stretch the leg, lower the leg. Other leg, and stretch. So it's a slide in, slide out. Slide in, or a slide out, or a stretch, and down, stretch, and down, before you drop that bottom back down to the floor. Okay, fantastic, guys. Right, let's bend those knees a little. Now on this exercise, I do find it easier if you have got something in between your knees. And again, it might be a pillow, it can be a Pilates ball, doesn't really matter. If you've got nothing, that's fine as well. But let's have your feet hip distance apart for this one as we go through some rollbacks. So, hands are going to come up to shoulder height. Chest lifts because we start tall and straight. So really think about projecting that chest forward and coming as tall to the ceiling as you can, that helium balloon head. Starting straight, we then curve. And we basically go as curved as we can halfway, still looking straight ahead before we reach forward, sit up at the last minute. Really important, curve down. Curve forward, straighten the spine at the end, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. And up. And lift. So we're going for some roll downs, and we're starting really to move through the spine. Only straighten at the end, guys. Really important for those discs. Only straighten at the end. 2 more. And we're going to really try to now hold that bottom position. Okay? If you need to, tuck your feet in slightly, because we're going to take one leg off the floor, straight leg. The second leg off the floor, straight leg. And then down again. 1, 2. Nothing should have moved in that body before we curve and lift. Now, get that block, ball, pillow, cushion away. Let's go for a teaser. Let's go for that full position. So, let's go for feet and knees touching. Hands on those sides of those calves. Shoulders back. Look ahead. Curve down, halfway. Pull those knees up and in. Toes off the floor. Balance on the sacrum, that lower part of your spine, right in between the top of your bum cheeks. Feel quite stable here, quite balanced. So now we're going to try to do with those hands on the thighs is straighten up through those feet, straighten up through those knees, and then when those knees are straight, then lift that breastbone. Now we're going to really straighten up, pulling those shoulders back, drawing in through the centre, walk those hands forward, lift up taller. Again, hopefully quite stable. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk those hands up a bit more. Big stretch through those hamstrings. Breathe in, breathe out. And then bend the knees. Rock the weight forward. Whew. Done for that bit there. Nearly finished. We're nearly done. Okay, let's go on to our fronts again. Go into our 4-point kneel. Just going to stretch out, wandering our hands back. Lift into a downward dog, almost. Heels to the floor. Walk the hands back. Let yourself dangle there, looking right between your knees. Again, big breath in and breath out. No worries, no drama. And gently start to curl ourselves up. Pull the shoulders back, pull the head up, and bring ourselves back into that centre. We're going to go for a mermaid stretch again. Soft knees, side bend, lift, hold for the big breath in now. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, down. Interlace the fingers, palms down. Head down, roll forward. Look at the hands. Keep looking at those hands. Squeeze your bum, protect your back. Breathe in, lean back, stretch the abs. Breathe out. One more. We're going to take it quite far. Be gentle, be careful. Roll it forward. Stretch between the upper back. Look at the hands. Keep on going. Squeeze the bum. Lift the chest up. Don't push those hips forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, if you need to do any more stretches, please feel free to. Hopefully, you got a little bit of a burn through that front tummy. Your hips have definitely worked. But more than that, you've engaged your core, okay? The ability to not move your torso when doing arms and legs movements, that's your core. Core is not the same as abs. If you want to know more, please ask me. Take care now, guys. Thank you very much.